time, so.
As Martel still has a joker left.
He has one joker, but he's got a 5-second
5
gap,
seconds.
So it's easy. With the apexes, because the exit of that
jokering is Martel.
There he goes.
Will this be any contest? Oh, it might be. Off the corner. Can Clog take the spot?
But can he take it in the straightaway?
Clog
got it in the straightaway. He's got it in the straightaway.
Clog got it.
Oh, he
over
backs
Martel.
off. Okay, he's gonna take it a bit. Oh, that was the final lap.
Yes, Justin.
Interesting.
Crosgrove's got one lap. He's gonna joker now. And where's Okenhaug? Through the final couple of corners. Okenhaug deep on the brakes into the tires. This is gonna bring Crosgrove back into it in the 18.
It is.
Down the front straightaway, 1 lap to go, and we've seen Cody Crosgrove make some crazy moves, and I mean no disrespect for that. He tried it into turn 1 way too soon. Down to turn 2, car length between them. Will we see a move?
Oh,
we see a move in the dirt from Crosgrove.
Hey, I've made a move.
Spicy.
I've made a move from this far back, Josh. It's very possible in the last corner if you get on the inside there.
Through the dirt.
Here.
Couple car lengths between them. It's going to be late for Crosgrove to make this move. Okenhaug holds the lead for the moment, off the apex. And Okenhaug, our 8th and final seed this evening. Crosgrove will come home in 10th, but he does not win Sportsman. White flag for McFarland. We talk about Crosgrove. Remember, as a Betty holds the spot over Crosgrove.
Oh boy.
Crosgrove can
closing in
deep on the brakes, trying to go for a podium spot.
Going for a run, he gives him a push. I'm here. He goes, I'm here, Alex. Let's go.
And Sportsman champion from 2 seasons
goes to the
ago
inside.
takes the spot. Contact between them, still clean.
And you know that he's going to give it back. You're right, but not enough. The angle isn't right.
People ask me, why is this not enough to cause a penalty? And sometimes it's not a little bit of contact causes a penalty. This is good, hard racing for a podium spot.
Yeah,
what a drive from Cody Crosgrove.
There's no massive shoving involved there, and it's the final lap of a feature race. Things like that do kind of get
Martel has to joker. This might put Crosgrove the second off of the final corner. It is 3 in a row, and the first time, I believe, that someone has won their first 3 races in a row. McFarland does it. Martel, will he get it at the line over Crosgrove? He wins by a car length. F a car length from Cody Crosgrove being second. But the Sportsman winner takes the 3rd spot.
Unbelievable drive for a podium. Cody's still hanging on to Robbie here. Robbie has him in a couple spots like that. This exit right here, but...
Final couple of corners. Betty holds the lead. Laurel runs
Robbie's really wide.
Will it be a slowdown? Crosgrove's got 1 corner. Betty wins. Laurel will transfer ahead of Crosgrove and Kirtley. Take the white flag. And with no Justin Ament has bowed out of NASA Rallycross.
Yes, no choice.
This is the only JC Simsport car. He takes to the joker, comes out. I think he's going to be with Grove. He takes the spot from Grove.
Oh boy, now it's just... Oh, it's defensive driving now.
No mistakes from the 26. Crosgrove holds the spot. Grove on the outside looking in the 472. Defending Sportsman champion. Looks at his teammate and Magnus Okenhaug holding the transfer spots. Final couple of corners.
Oh, we all know how desperation sets in those final corners. Here he comes. Sets himself up.
Final corner. Crosgrove wins the semifinal. I don't run the supercar anymore, and I crashed into him, and I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He said, it's totally fine. Magnus crashes
does a
in the 26.
And keeps it going somehow. How is he not? Wow. Bryan, you wanna go back and see that? Because that was like the most beautiful 360 I think I've ever seen.
We're taking a look on monitor, hopefully at Robbie Laurel.
Oh my, just a double.
Still remains. Let's take a look. Justin, all you.
There he goes, the outside. Magnus off the track a bit. They come in together, and I bet there's nothing left of that car there.
Of course, it's virtual racing, so everyone's okay, but we always talk about heavy hits, and that's the biggest hit I've seen in NASA Rallycross in a while. Green flag off the line. I bet he gets a good jump over Martel. Peterson sneaking in on the defending champion as well down to the first corner. Martel deep on the brakes, comes across into his teammate Clog, and Martel out in turn 1. Me side by side, I stand correct. Why is Magnus pulling the handbrake? But he takes the spot, pushes Laurel, and they both crash! Off the line, McFarland, half a car length, making a car length in front of Kirtley down to the first corner. Winicky battling Kirtley. Middle of the road goes McFarland, contact with Kirtley and Winicky, and Kirtley worse off in the 024. Flag. What a start for Martell. Gonna make it 4 wide off the line. Peterson, Martell. It's Hughes and Rakowski down to the first corner. Peterson a little bit wide. It's replicating Magnus and take the 59 out of it.
What happened?
We're gonna take 2 laps to go. Hughes runs it wide. Martell sneaks to the inside. Side by side are the 2 Canadians.
Side by side,
Outside move. Can he make it?
Martell wants to make it on the outside.
Wow! Still hanging there. Hughes he cleared him on the outside. What a move! 3 side by side. Cosgrove battling Clog. Side by side through turn 2. McFarland lets him have it. Over the jump. Cosgrove. Into the wall with McFarland! The championship leader! Into the tire barrier. Clog in second. Larill, Martell, Cosgrove, Hughes. And for the second week this season having some issues.
Wow, just a nice
Larill over the jump. Woo! Clip the dirt a little bit. That's going to have him give up some time.
That damage, it's looking like it's affecting him a bit, but Robbie Larill, just one of those drivers, he's done so many laps.
Martell on the 199 Clog. This is going to be a spicy battle at the checkered flag between the top 4. Clog a little wide in turn 1. Martell got the bite mid-corner. They battle for third. Former champion against the defending champion.
The delta for Robbie Larill is not looking very favorable to these two, but if they keep
Martell to the inside of Clog. While they're squabbling, this might help Larill. A Betty tied with Dylan Smith and Josh Clog. No more. Win number 8 for Alex Betty. Larill will pip Martell at the line. Green flag. Winicky might have gotten a jump start, and Clog, great start again from the middle lane. Down to the first corner. Hughes deep on the brakes in the 60. McFarland to the inside of the Canadian. They're going to be side by side. Will the points leader get stuck behind into turn 1? He lets him have it. Contact just ever so slight between the 04 and the 60. And McFarland
comes in again.
Now trying to make his way around the 60. Down to turn 5. By McFarland, he got a slowdown. Has to let Winicky by, and that puts him to last. Final lap in the semifinal. Larill, Peterson takes the second spot over McFarland.
Is he gonna
half a lap left? McFarland gonna send it to the inside. Peterson trying to make his first feature all season. The man from Illinois has had terrible luck, and he's holding off McFarland off of turn 5. Nearly contact between them. Larill loves this. Peterson's going to have to defend for all he's worth into the final corner. McFarland's going to send it. Peterson blocks. Larill, what has happened to Larill? Final corner. And Peterson will win.
He gave McFarland the win. He gave McFarland the transfer.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm going to clarify. I was angry in the moment because I wanted the drama of Evan missing the feature. I love the team orders. Team orders have been legal since NASA started, so I am not upset. Following pace truck speed. Green flag for heat 1. And buckle your seatbelts and put your hard hats on, and it's only heat number 1. Up to the first corner. Winicky alongside McFarland into turn 1. Very clean. McFarland missed the rotation mid-corner. They come together. And Winicky into the pit lane exit.
Sorry, man. I think I just slipped on you.
Over the jump. Peterson lands on Cosgrove in turn 2. Running
boy, so tight into turn 1.
McFarland, they touch.
Bit of a nudge.
Cosgrove. I think Winicky was going to let him through.
He definitely wanted to give it back, but there's a point where you're just going to create a traffic jam. And that was actually, I said,
Hogan, how
I said,
Ruts. Gets hit by a Betty. Hughes holds the transfer now.
Ouch.
And around both these Squadra Stunzed cars. A Betty 0.2 faster than Hughes into turn 1. Very clean between them. Wow. Now they touch.
Over the jump. You get a great run with a little bit of a diamond pattern off of turn 4 and that runoff on, and I think that is almost everything. And
Betty and Hughes in turn 1, and this is going to give Magnus the transfer. Magnus Okenhaug, who woke up 21 minutes ago, is somehow in a transfer spot. Welcome to NASA Rallycross. Ahead of Morris, deep on the brakes. They both miss the corner. Here comes a Betty contact with Morris. 3 wide off of turn 1. Contact over the jump. Both of them into the wall in the 24 and the 99. Morris comes across, still trying to save the car. Back into the wall in the 24. And a Betty, what a save. Side by side for the lead. It's McFarland versus Martell through turn 3. Martell not over the bumps, I should say, compared to McFarland, and Martell takes the lead.
Wow, Martell might be might have something in the setup.
Nearly contact between them. Gripped up did McFarlane mid-corner there.
As Magnus is holding on as well, just
into turn 1, still side by side, an incredible battle. Of course, we're only 1 lap in. I can deal with this for the next 10 minutes for sure.
Ooh, and Winicky tried to make a move on a Betty and turns himself the same way everybody has tonight as well. Just a quarter bang and goes all the way around and put him back just a little bit further and clutching on for more drop.
McFarlane has taken the lead in turn 3, and I believe we missed it. McFarlane into turn 1, gets hit by Martel. He set the fastest lap, 47.0. Martel takes the spot, 47.5. I'll tell you what, I can't keep my eyes off this battle, so interject me when you need to. But Martel and McFarlane dueling. This is fantastic.
Giving it back. Here's 2 drivers that know how to use their vehicle, especially on the dirt, and they are giving each other friendly nudges.
And what could have been if he was up at the front of the field here for the teammates? What a send on McFarlane from Martel. We have a battle for the lead still between Martel and
another
McFarlane.
switch.
McFarlane run off the corner, so put Winicky to 6th, second in Sportsman, give Crosgrove the lead, and now we can focus on the battle for the overall between Evan McFarlane.
McFarlane rolls it!
Commentator's curse! And Martel! Is he going to hold second?
He's not going!
What is happening? Welcome to NASA Rallycross. That just happened. White flag for Francois Martel, defending champion in car number 1. It has been a hell of a battle for him and Evan McFarlane, and we always ask what could have been. That was a bad bounce for the 0-4 and rolled it in the final corner, amazingly still holding the 2nd spot. Martel over the jump for the final time. The French-Canadian victorious in Nevada, win number 15.
Riding the berm, he's going to take it right to Clog on the inside, but makes a mistake!
Between them! Clog slides it in the 199, gets nudged by Winicky. They're both around, and Betty goes to the lead. Small run. It was a little bit better until he got through the whoops. Not as good as Laurel. Into turn 5, they touch! And around the Canadian goes in the 60. Saves it. Clog back to 3rd. Fleeping on the start. Martel contact side by side with Oakenhaug landing on the 26. Around is the defending champion into Crosgrove, and Crosgrove's in the fence. And our sportsman champion-elect will have to go to the semifinal right off the rip after getting stuck in the wall.
Into the final corner, just going to keep it.
Martel hugs the inside. They come together.
Gives him a little
side by
back.
side across the line. Oakenhaug holds the lead.
Even with
down
that
the
loss of
straightaway
time.
To turn 4, very late on the brakes, and he hits Magnus. Magnus reverse entry. Francois high, wide, and handsome on the outside takes the spot.
What a save from Magnus, though, almost all the way around and manages to keep it straight. He's a guy that knows how to drive a car sideways, but he's hanging on. Oh my goodness!
Commentator's curse, defending champion around in turn 5. Rurkowski has to get on the binders to avoid him and put Magnus back to the 2nd spot. They're all over the track. Martel just slap her over the jump.
Jess is really just holding on right now. Martel has to be someone you do not want to be
onto the berm.
Wow.
Rip the handbrake.
Great line though, regardless, using most of that berm, keeping the momentum. Almost a bit of a run here on Martel. Is that what I'm seeing? She is building a bit of a run. Jess Rurkowski just kind of running the whole, giving up a bit of time here. Martel just runs into a space that she leaves on the inside. They go side by side.
Got the grip off the corner, but it's going to compromise the run into turn 1. Martel's going to back up the corner over the hill to turn 2.
He's going to get the crossover here in a moment.
Rurkowski hits the berm, still side by side, Justin.
No, and Francois has the excellent runoff here with that great line, and it's not even going
Rurkowski's got the momentum, they touch!
Excellent traction control there, basically. Wow, the throttle control, sorry, that's the word I was trying to use. Jess Rurkowski with an awesome surge there.
Onto the asphalt, that's it.
Over the berm.
Contender mistake, or just pushing hard for that 3rd spot.
Essentially just a battle of who's going to make the mistake next. And they still both go. So really, I'd love to see these guys just maybe tone it down a bit before Devin Hughes and Russell Peterson find themselves in there.
But undercut, side by side tandem drifting through turn 5, and Crandon Winicki's going to run out of road. Nearly contact between them. Oh, I cannot believe they didn't touch.
Wow.
Bouncing over the jump is both of them. Winicki to the lead. Clog
goes over under
in the 199. Sorry, Justin, we have a jump to turn 7. Finally, some action after a chaotic evening of setup. Everything tonight. Clog, they don't touch. Wow, now they do! Wow!
Wow, these are two drivers just absolutely respectful, and they go for a little bit more.
This is incredible. Incredible stuff. 3 to go. No contact between them. Actually, I think it was just
Small
wheel
nudge.
to wheel. As someone who has been racing against Josh Clog in lights deep in the corners, Winicky. Will Clog take the spot? A hold by thought.
I don't think so.
For Winicky off the corner. Wow.
It's so deceiving, Josh. You just use more of the track and keep much more momentum. You get the car stopped quicker, and you can use the downward, basically,
nearly
slope
got
to
they
shoot
do
off.
touch. They touch again. They're headed towards the barrier. Clog doesn't hit it. Winicky's into the wall.
And
Martel leads Rakowski deep into turn 6, ripping the handbrake. Can she get the run off the corner? Holds the spot over Cosgrove. And the 999 surges ahead.
ooh, here we go.
Into turn 8, side by side. Cosgrove tries to check, thought better of it. Rakowski holds the spot. Great driving for the 999.
Comes to the inside.
Deep
Great
into
line here.
turn 3, contact between them, shoves the 999 off the track.
Oh, it just pushes her out of the way. I don't think that was intentional at all.
Penultimate corner, gap is half a second. Martel will win the second semifinal. It's going to come down to this for the transfer and the sportsman win. One last corner. What will Rakowski do? Sensing it, trying to rip it on the outside. No. Cosgrove transfers and wins in sportsman. Not sure what's happening. I bet he's really early on the start.
Oh,
and that
boy.
was a really ugly start. I guess we're green.
I bet he's already given up a bunch of time. I say we just let them roll it out. He didn't really get much of an advantage.
Oh, contact between them! And the race leaders are into the wall!
Oh my goodness! Evan McFarlane is not going to be okay
And they
after that
crashed
one.
again! And that was an ugly start. And that will certainly be reviewed. Hockenhaug versus Clog. If I'm McFarlane, I'm fuming over that start. Because I personally believe that wouldn't have happened if that start didn't happen. Clog nearly ramped up the back of the 26 Hockenhaug.
Ew, boy.
Hockenhaug over, under, what a move!
Keeps the momentum there from the inside. That is a fantastic little move there, but Clog gives
him a
right
check.
back to
Here
him.
comes Cosgrove. 3 cars battling for second. It's a sandwich. And Hockenhaug gets turned. Clog contact, and they're both around. Robbie Larill leading in turn 5 into the tires. And our race leader has crashed from the lead. Can he get restarted in time? Cosgrove over the jump. Cosgrove takes the lead.
That's unbelievable, and that's gonna
Into the
that
burn. Over he goes. Commentator's curse.
Oh,
He saves it. He saves it. Martel, the second contact between them. Around goes Martel.
Oh no! Martel had plenty of opportunity to make that turn in there, but
Green flag off the line. Equal start between the teammates. Currently waiting for something to happen, but I don't expect it to. Side by side. Martel contact. I lied. Off the jump goes the 199 of Clog. Back up on top of Peterson. Over is the man from Illinois. This puts Kirtley into a transfer spot. This has happened so many times for him that he somehow survives and gets into a transfer. He's just going to follow Martel home. And at the end of the first lap, Martel leads ahead of Robbie Kirtley, and dare I say it, we might have a coffee chat for this heat race.
hey, look at Robbie here. He's hanging on.
I'll tell you what, Robbie Kirtley, fast in the light last night. He snuck into 4th in qualifying. I didn't know where the pace came from him. The man from Virginia, sneaking to the inside. I lied to you. This might not be a coffee chat. We might have a battle for a race win here between Martel and Kirtley.
Wow, he's really taking it to him. And look at this tandem drift here through T1 and T2.
Oh,
He's
turn 2! Wow.
Ooh.
So, he was 3/10 up on Martel that last time around, Justin.
Wow.
White flag for Heat 2.
Great
Last time around, he was a 10th up on Martel as the track begins to rubber in before we get the layer of dirt back on. Car length make it 2 between Martel, defending champion, and Robbie Kirtley in the 024, the man from Virginia. What a run for him in this heat race.
Wow, is it ever.
I think he's been trying to set up Martel in that final corner. Martel runs it a little bit wide.
Oh, yeah. Did a wheel spin on exit.
2 wheel spin. That might be it. Yeah, Martel, final corner. Kirtley snuck his way in. He will transfer, but Martel matches his teammate, winning heat number 2 in Iowa. Kirtley second, transferring. Green flag. Off the line. Crosgrove cuts across into Rakowski, who got a better start. No contact. Side by side. Crosgrove nearly into Clog. Over the jump for the first time. Crosgrove leads Clog. Leads Rakowski, who's side by side. Peterson and Darnell. Off the track goes Rakowski. Comes back on. Clog sneaking in. Nearly contact. Was contact between Peterson and Rakowski. Joker into the first laps. Crosgrove and Rakowski and Darnell. Leading the regular course brigade is Clog with Peterson.
They've got a lot to overcome here with Cody Crosgrove, who's driving off now, basically. Just Rakowski clutching on.
As Crosgrove and Rakowski out front. Clog and Peterson in the 199 and the 59 respectively. Will we see a Joker yet again? I think Clog's going to do what he did last night in the heat race and Joker on the last possible moment. So Crosgrove and Rakowski, we're going to expect Clog to Joker in the 199. The man from Maryland makes the right-hand corner. There's not going to be
he's going to take it
for this merge.
Oh, he smacks the wall a little bit, but
Peterson has to Joker. He comes out behind the two sportsman cars. We've got one corner left for Rakowski to make anything happen. Deep on the brakes in the 999. Can she make it stick? Clog wins the semifinal, transferring as Crosgrove as he wins sportsman and becomes the winningest sportsman driver in NASA history. We go green in Newton, Iowa. Off the line, Martell blitzes McFarland in the first phase, but he hasn't pulled him. He rips the handbrake through turn one. Side by side, Larill and Kirtley. No contact between anybody.
Wow.
Jump for the first time. Larill gets hit into the tires. Goes the man from Louisiana. Take the 213 out of it.
And really, these two, you don't want to get caught in a battle here at all. Like we mentioned before, there isn't many places to pass, and if you try to, it's usually very costly.
And Larill has caught up to Crosgrove in the 213.
Oh, and I think he should have jokered.
He should have jokered. He's stuck behind. Will Clog joker? No update there for Clog yet to joker. 4 laps to go for McFarland in the 04. Track's going to begin to rubber in. Bryan
Robbie might take it to him on the track.
As Bryan said yesterday, his track is terrible after 3 laps. They come together on the oval. I don't think Larill's going to like that. Contact between them in the final corner.
Robbie was really just along for the ride after he got tagged loose.
Was at a slight jump start from the 26 of Magnus through 3 and 4 of the oval, cutting down. Rakowski looking inside with 3 wide on the apron. Contact between Magnus and McFarland with 4 wide. Teammates come together. Around is Martell, and now on the outside looking in is McFarland down to turn 1. Rakowski takes the lead. McFarland bowls his way through on Magnus. Wow, we brought on board the 26 of Magnus, and all Brian Sawyer is saying is run, Jess, run. She has the championship leader all over the rear wing of that 999. Will we see some jokers? Rakowski jokers. The only car to joker comes out battling McFarland side by side, two-wheeling in the 999. Contact between them. Deep into turn 2 goes McFarland. Rakowski trying to hold this spot, and she does. Here comes Magnus in the 26. There's only 5 cars in this heat race. It doesn't matter.
And
McFarland backs out of it.
He does. I watched him slam on the brakes and get out of there. That's not a place he wants to be. Very, very smart
Ripping
move.
The asphalt is McFarland. Can't make it work. Into turn 5. 3 cars under a blanket. No room. Around goes the 04. And the championship leader on the outside looking in. As leading is Rakowski over Magnus. Into the wall. Rakowski, little squirrely on the landing ramp there. And Grove in the 472 hanging strong in front of the 1. Francois Martel. 2 laps to go. Rakowski leads. Okenhaug in second. Grove, Francois, and Evan McFarland.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, remember from Wild West, Justin, when they were beating and banging all over each other? Rakowski has taken the white flag in the lead of this heat race. Was that on your bingo card?
I don't know. Not on mine. Wasn't on mine.
Into turn 2. Did Magnus get a slowdown? He ramped the curb. Because now we head down to the jump and to the sweeper for the final time.
Oh, boy. Matt Grove better not look into his...
McFarland into the wall. He's got the championship protagonist all over the rear wing. Magnus tries to send it on the 999. McFarland trying to make something happen. We've got 3 cars under a blanket.
From
Meanwhile, McFarland takes 2 spots. Jess Rakowski's on pole position in Indianapolis. Wow.
Wow.
We're all speechless up here trying to figure out what just happened. Trying on the outside's Martell, but Kirtley sticking there. Side by side, it's Martell versus Kirtley. Side by side, McFarland versus Grove. down to the first corner. Peterson gives him a nudge. Straight lines the
You guys
corner.
got it. I fucked that.
Curtly takes the spot. Did he get a slowdown? Peterson goes to the race lead. McFarland sits in second. Top 2 transfer. And Martel's got to make something happen. Like we talked about, over the jump, Peterson leads in the 0.24. Running wide is Peterson in the 59. Can he get the run off the corner? He cannot.
Gives it away.
McFarland takes the spot. He got the run off the corner, but he doesn't have it fully. And McFarland beginning to pull away. Peterson jokers, clips the wall.
Smacks the wall a bit.
Comes out battling Martel. They come together in turn 1.
Ouch. Pinched. Not a spot you want to be. Those tires. Oh,
Matty
and
Grove
back.
bounces off the 1.
Grove at the wrong place at the wrong time.
This is Peterson battling for a transfer spot. If I look fairly quickly, I don't think he has made a feature this season. The man from Illinois has had torrid luck. He made it in Daytona, but I think that's about it. And the 1 is destroyed. Crab walking.
Yeah, it really, really is. And he goes for his Joker. Oh boy, we're gonna find out.
Exits. He's still got
Oh,
pace
wow.
compared to Russell Peterson. Wow.
Almost
This is a
jarring
dogfight
amounts
for the
of pace.
transfer.
I can't believe he's
Turn
keeping this
4.
car straight. I'm watching him closely right now, and this thing absolutely wants to go. Look at the wheel. He has to compensate so much to the right.
Not missing anything up front. Evan McFarland leads ahead of Francois Martel. Russell Peterson sits in the transfer. Look at the wheel for car number 1.
He's just fighting it, and this is so hard to do. Maybe it's helping a little bit, the way it's kind of leaning into the corner, but taking a corner that's off camber like that on the brakes with a vehicle that's not quite straight as an arrow, and he makes a pass here!
As they are
Turn
battling,
4, Josh.
They're battling for the transfer spot. Martel clips him and takes the spot. Evan McFarland rounds the final corner. He will join Francois Martel, Alex Zabetti, Matt Hartley, Lambert Clogg, Kraus Silva, Erdmann, Livingood, Kraus, and myself as a champion of the NASA Rallycross Challenge. McFarland does it, and he hasn't even won the feature yet. Green flag. Wienecke jumped the start by a pinch. Off the line. Clogg gets a great start. Trying to Michael Schumacher was Magnus off the line. Rounding 3 and 4 the oval. Side by side. McFarland surges mid-corner. Nearly into the back of the 26. We're side by side. Does he shoot 3 wide? He doesn't. Clogg is out and away from the rest of the field already down to the first corner. Side by side still Magnus and Rakowski. McFarland getting crossed up with Wienecke into turn 2. Wienecke brushes into McFarland. Checks him. And McFarland does the exact same thing. Clogg still leads over the jump. Rakowski looking good for the sportsman win. Magnus in his final race tentatively.
Jess Rakowski in second place here. Follows Clogg down into the Joker. Oh, this is gonna get
McFarland
hairy.
deep on the brakes in the 0-4. Sorry to cut you off. Martel backed up Wienecke in the Joker. And now it's a matter of when are they going to get by Rakowski? And we mentioned no disrespect to Rakowski, but you've got 2 supercar drivers on your rear wing. I don't know what's going to happen. McFarland checks Magnus and takes the third spot.
Dare I say, Jess is benefiting from this little
Magnus
battle
to the
between
inside.
these two.
Holds the spot.
Still has the run with that outside line, but Jess is benefiting so much from this little battle here. If she can just keep it.
Oh my God! In his final race is Magnus Ogenhaug going out in true bowling ball style
Cody
and
just
rolls
dives
it
underneath him.
in the 26.
And wow. Oh my word.
It's over for the Norwegian.
Unreal.
Take him out of it. The man who's won 5 times in the championship, tied for 16th on the wins list, will not win tonight, and 70% of you thought that he would. Well, Clogg ran a Joker. Rakowski nearly into the wall there in the 999.
Ooh. Wow. Oh, Rakowski getting a little bit hot in the T1 now. She's gonna
Clogg
open the
looked
door
like
to
he runs
Erdmann.
a little wide in turn 2.
Oh, he does. Yeah, opens up the door to Jess almost here.
This is impressive by the 999 to be holding this spot between a freshly crowned Supercar champion and a 2-time Supercar champion in Josh Clogg and Francois Martel.
Oh, and Evan goes.
Contact between the teammates. Parking lot, and Martel takes the lead.
Oh, no.
Rakowski battling Martel.
Oh,
And Martel
no.
takes the lead, holds the lead, I should say, from Rakowski as we take
boy.
lap 5.
Oh, boy.
Remember how I said anything can happen?
Martel is tight. Oh, he gets a little bit brakes get a little locked up on the inside there. He's just as straightaway bringing this to him.
Rakowski is smelling blood to potentially get a feature win after this chaos. It's getting good for the Sportsman win.
It is. Smacks the wall on the exit of turn 5, Josh, and kind of opens the door a bit here for Winicky.
2 laps to go for Martel. Not missing anything up front. Lap times at the line, 41.9 to a 41.2. 7/10 down was Rakowski on Winicky. Winicky, car length between them. He's trying to get another Sportsman win this season.
Winicky is really all over Rakowski at the moment.
It has been Crosgrove all season long in Sportsman, except for Winicky, that first round of the championship back in Knockhill in Scotland. And Cody Erdmann won in Norway. We take the white flag for Francois Martel. Still not missing anything up front. We're going to keep an eye on the battle for second overall and the battle for the Sportsman win in Indianapolis. Side by side over the jump. Maybe will they cross? They nearly touch into turn 4. They do touch in the sweeper. We got one corner left to decide this. Winicky forces his way through. Here comes Clog.
Oh, no.
And McFarlane as well. Checkered flag for Francois Martel, winning a chaotic race in Indianapolis. Second place and winning Sportsman's Winicky. Did Rakowski run out of fuel, I think she said.
Martel had
Wait
a 10-second penalty.
Wait a second.
Wait.
What?
Yep, tried to save it to lap 5.
He's got a 10-second penalty.
Is this going to change the results? It
does
change the...
Does this give Cody Winicky an overall win?
It does, Josh. It actually moves him down to 4th place.
What?
So Josh Claw goes to P2, Evan
What?
McFarlane P3, and Martel
What?
down to 4th.
Okay.
I'm confused.
We're lost for words here, everybody. I have no idea what just happened.